What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to HOI4, the World of Alternatives mod. We was playing as Belgium, but you can probably see if you haven't watched the previous episodes, Belgium's not around anymore. We are still down here actually, but we don't have very much going for us. And this monstrosity is a bit, so we're just going to keep watching for a little while, see what happens. If it was kind of boring, like the second half of the last episode, and nothing happened. Germany is now in Norway, which might make it a bit more interesting, but if nothing happens, we might call it, because see, we saw in the last series what happens when two really strong factions go after each other again. It can become a mess, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, if nothing happens, particularly this episode, then I'll probably call it quits and move on to something else. Great, not what I was planning on doing, but there we go. Oh, but something probably should happen. This will be interesting. I feel like Germany might, stroll on through for once. Never know. My games, the Axis tend to suck, but this is like the scariest Axis ever. And some of the sort of neutral nations at the start are starting to turn to fascism, so it will be quite interesting. So Italy lost Ethiopia, but they're starting to win in Egypt. I think that's because they're sort of, it's their main focus now, not other stuff in Europe, maybe. South American front's looking pretty interesting. It's a bit of a weird one because one of the fascist nations ended up in the Allies. Sucks for them. But yeah, this Peru seems to be winning at the moment. Oh, Bolivia's dead. Well, oh, what the heck? Okay, there you go. Peru just killed Bolivia. There you go. Do now have 4 divisions. I'm going to send them to try help the UK. I don't know if they'll do very much, but apparently, yeah, probably not, but whatever. We'll see. Never know. Oh, Leon Trotsky assassinated. Poor guy. Didn't make it in this one. Okay, so Germany now has a war goal on the Soviet Union. There you go. Of course, the far more important war to be focusing on is this one. Bhutan is kind of winning. They took this one tile, so that's pretty good for them. Oh no, our General Duck is fallen ill. Oh my goodness, what is going on over here? Japan obviously doing something. Maybe preparing to invade British Raj? Dunno. Something. Okay, I think Chile's gonna fall as well now. Japan's helping out, but yeah, this new Peru looks pretty scary. So that'll be damn. Maybe Brazil might join the Comintern. That might make it interesting, but... Oh, Japan demands French Indochina. I mean, it was just given to them. France didn't even bother to defend it, so Japan's having a very good game too. Oh, Germany has made a second landing over here. Bit weird, but there you go. Oh, Soviet expansion in Europe. What? Oh, they took Lithuania ages ago. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my goodness, Latvia, what is this name? That is pretty cool. I'm sure you've probably all seen this before, but the Empire of the Thunder Cross. That's pretty cool. What a name. Sadly, they might join the Axis, which would be very interesting. Imagine if they somehow took all the Soviet territory. That'd be amazing. Okay, I think the Soviets would crush Germany. 66 to 89 divisions. Look at their losses as well. I don't know why they're focusing on Norway so hard. They need to be going for the UK, but yeah, I feel like Stalin might absolutely crush the Axis if he declares that war. Never mind. I mean, I just don't think Romania and Italy can pick up that much of the slack. No chance. Yeah, some of the nations definitely changing. Greece has now gone fully fascist, including their name. Turkey, though, may soon go communist, as the same for Brazil, maybe, which would be interesting, although Brazil is starting to be influenced by the US. Afghanistan has gone fascist. So if Japan ends up at war with the Soviet Union, that would make things interesting. Although I can't actually see Japan's details, so it doesn't matter anyway. Finland has now also turned fascist, so it's starting to happen. Some of the countries starting to change, interestingly enough. We're about to have our first major input into this on this front. Just going to walk into this empty piece of land, hopefully. Well, it didn't even matter that Greece went fascist. Italy still declared war on them. That's gotta hurt. They're probably going to get crushed here. Let's watch it happen really quickly. We are fighting Italy a little bit right now, which is pretty cool, but it's not It's not amazingly entertaining. We're just holding them off. Greece isn't even trying to help the Allies. They're justifying on Bulgaria, which will just give the Axis another member. Like that's not ideal, Greece. Just go away. You're not even helping now. So who is this grey nation? What is... Oh, that's Vichy France. I was going to say, who is that? We are starting to win in Africa though. That's pretty good. We've pushed Italy back a bit. It's always a start. If the US come, you never know. Anything's possible. And Norway's gone. There we go. Goodbye. So I don't know what Germany do next. They either go for the UK, I guess, or they go after Stalin, which would be such a bad idea. They would get absolutely crushed, I think. Whether he could take on the whole team, though, is another question. Estonia has gone communist, though. That makes things a little bit interesting, but not very much of a difference. Ooh, don't see this very often. Finland is justifying on Sweden. That could have some interesting results. Probably not. I just see Finland in the Axis, Sweden in the Allies, but it could be interesting. Saudi Arabia declared war on Yemen. I imagine Saudi Arabia should win pretty easily, but you never know. Something cool might happen. Okay, so the game just slowed down for a minute, and it was because loads of countries changed. So we've got the Arabic Empire now, instead of Saudi Arabia, the Omani Empire as well, both fascist, the new Persian Empire, fascist, and the Turkish Socialist Republic. That's interesting. I don't know if any other countries changed, I'll have a look. Oh, Portugal as well, became fascist as well. It's just going to come down to the Axis v the Comintern, I imagine. Okay, so Yemen changed their name to South Federation of South Arabia. No idea why, it's just confusing, but they died to Saudi Arabia. Turkey just joined the Comintern, and who on earth is the Thunder Dragon Empire? I have no idea. Like, I can't even... Who is that? Like, what? Where are they? It's not Latvia. Who is this? Is it Bhutan? Yes, it is. Okay. They joined the Axis. There we go. None of them joined the wars though, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, never mind. The Thunder Dragon Empire are in. Commune of Tibet joined the Allies. Okay, so the wars just merged, which makes things a little easier. Oh, and Turkey's now called in to fight the Allies, and Hungary has joined the Comintern. That makes things interesting. Things are starting to happen. I like this. Greece is still around somehow. Romania is really trying. Italy, Portugal are here. And Siam joined the Axis. It's all coming down to like a Siam. El Salvador v Guatemala. Will they join factions? My army's been cut off. This is not what we wanted. Let's try to get this back as quick as possible. Oh, I didn't realise when Bhutan joined the Axis, they also ended up at war with British Raj. They're probably going to lose this now, I'm afraid. And Tibet may be able to help against Siam, which is good for Raj. Ah, so I forgot Turkey are now at war with the UK, so they just destroyed all of that progress in the Middle East. That sucks for the UK. I was like, what's going on with the map here? But there you go, Turkey just took it all, which they're more than entitled to, because they're at war with the Allies. Can also take parts of Greece, so yeah, this is Greece slowly falling, but it's taking time. It's looking costly. No invasion of the UK just yet. I think it's probably been too long now. Germany are a bit too weak, probably. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Bhutan is gone. The Thunder Dragon Empire is gone. Oh. Who's this? Nepal, I think, became the Himalayan Empire. That's pretty cool. There you go. So whose flag is that? Oh, Xinjiang. Fair enough. Argentina v Uruguay, apparently. Not sure how that will change things. So I think Venezuela might go after Brazil in a bit, which will be very interesting. Because if Brazil join the Comintern, they will also be up against Peru. So they'll probably lose. And I imagine Venezuela will join the Axis. They are fascist as well. Oh, we actually broke out. I thought we were going to be stuck here. We did make it out. I don't know what happens now, because it's still pretty messy. Let's try trap them. Go like that. Yeah, that'll work. But we're on low manpower again. Oh, Chile is gone. Actually, they're still around in small parts, but yeah, that was pretty big win for the Peru-Bolivian Empire, and then Uruguay is probably going to be gone soon as well. At least this mod makes... Oh, we just got 4 divisions out of nowhere. Not sure where that came from. Didn't know I was making that many. Oh yeah, well, we are about to run out of all the equipment I stockpiled, so that sucks. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.